Welcome to day 3 of creating self-love in order for us to change and shift our reality. Because remember, as within, so without, inner world always gets matched by outer world. And a great way to see where you are within your own self in the scale of how much you actually truly do love yourself. A great way to decipher that is to look at your predominant relationships around you, and especially those of romantic nature, and see how they do relate to you. Very often they are a direct mirror to what is going on in our minds, our inner dialogues, and it's very befitting because as we're using Louise Hay's book Mirror Work, Louise Hay is the queen of affirmations and self-love. She was someone that grew up with a lot of abuse in her life. Her stepfather was even sexually abusing her starting at the age of 5 years old. She's gone through a lot, and then eventually became like a nationally known, not world known speaker and Hay House author, and just really predominant in the wellness field. So day 3, she urges us to monitor our self-talk. And she says, today you learn more about changing the messages you give yourself, clearing out negative thoughts from the past so you can live in the present moment. Now that you're on day 3 of your mirror work, are you feeling a closer bond with your friend, your mirror? Each day that you practice mirror work, you may fall in love with yourself a bit more. Each day, it becomes easier to say your positive affirmations and truly believe them. This, many people struggle with believing it right away because, of course, it's going to feel not believable, because if we're writing on core beliefs such as I am unlovable or I'm not good enough or any of that sort, when you want to cultivate love, it's going to feel quite challenging. And this is why a lot of us stay in relationships that are not working for us anyways. Like, how many times have I stayed in a connection that was not serving me, and I was like mostly crying or like feeling super upset? It's because I didn't really love myself. I didn't think I deserved and I was worth more. It was emulating my relationship with my primary caregiver, and even people that I work with today stay in relationships where they're abused emotionally. I can't say I've known someone that has physical abuse right now, but like mostly emotional abuse and not feeling respected and all these other things. And there is a direct correlation to the amount of love that one has for self. When you're allowing someone to speak to you that way, that means that deep down inside of you, there's an inner voice critic that is speaking to you about you from you. Like, you're actually speaking to yourself in that way. Because if we cultivate self-love now, I will never be able to receive that sort of language from somebody else, criticism, because unless I'm doing that to myself, then that voice will be heard from other people. You better believe it. But it's just not in my vibrational field anymore. And if I do let it in, then I do take a step back to be like, wait, where's this coming from? Like, where am I holding this thing about myself? Where am I criticizing myself still? And then I'll give thank you to that experience and monitor my self-talk. The best way to love yourself is to release all of the negative messages from your past and to live in the present moment. So today, I'd like to work with you on changing what I call your self-talk, what you say to yourself in your head. Too often, we accept the early messages from our parents, our teachers, and other authority figures. You probably were told things like, stop crying like a baby. You never clean your room, and why won't you make your bed? And you did what people told you to do in order to be loved. When you were young, you might have gotten the idea that you were acceptable only if you did certain things. Acceptance and love were conditional. However, it bears remembering that others' approvals was based on their ideas of what was worthwhile and had nothing to do with your self-worth. These early messages contribute to our self-talk. The way we talk to ourselves the way we talk to ourselves inwardly is really important because it becomes the basis of our spoken words. It sets up the mental atmosphere in which we operate and attracts our experiences to us. Exactly what I was saying before. Our inner world is going to be matched by the outer world. That's how you can gauge to see what's going on in your inner world and take control. But we do have control. We feel helpless and not in control because we think that the outside world is doing something to us, but we're bringing in this experience in order for us to shift our inner world. That's all that is happening. I know it's easier said than done, but once we understand it, then we remember that we're always in a state of power and we're not at the mercy of the outside world, but more of the mercy of our own selves. And that we can change because we have full control over that at all times, but we don't have control over other people. Unless, of course, we change ourselves and watch them rise to meet us, or they will naturally fall away. These early messages contribute, yes, we talked about. If we belittle ourselves, life is going to mean very little to us. However, if we love and appreciate ourselves, then life can be a wonderful, joyous gift. If your life is unhappy or you are feeling unfulfilled, it is very easy to blame your parents or the Almighty and everyone else, them, your partner, your workmates, and say it is all their fault. However, if you do that, you will stay stuck in your conditions, your problems, and your frustrations. Words of blame will not bring you freedom. Remember, we cannot control anyone else, just us. Your words have great power, so start listening closely to what you say. If you hear yourself using negative or limiting words, you can change them. If I hear a negative story, I don't go around repeating it to everyone. I think that it has gone far enough and I let it pass. However, if I hear a positive story, I will tell it to everyone. When you are out with other people, really listen to what they are saying and how they are saying it. See if you can connect with what they say with what they are experiencing in their lives. Many people live their lives in shoulds. Should is a word that my ear is very attuned to. It is as if a bell goes off every time I hear it. I have heard people say it as many as a dozen times in a simple paragraph. These same people wonder why their lives are so rigid or why they can't leave a situation. They want to have a lot of control over things they cannot control. They are busy either making someone else wrong or making themselves wrong, or trying to prove themselves right. You can practice positive self-talk during your mirror work, making only positive affirmations, statements about yourself, and repeating only positive. If any of the negative self-talk from your childhood comes up, you can turn it around into a positive statement. For example, you never do anything right. This is definitely something that I grew up with. I never did anything right. I was constantly criticized. No wonder I had a negative self-view and really not self-love at all. Could become the affirmation, I am a capable person and I can handle anything that comes my way. As you listen to yourself and others, you can become more aware of what you say and why you say it. This awareness will help you change your self-talk into affirmations that will mature and nurture and heal your body and mind. What a wonderful way to love yourself. So let's affirm. I release all the negative messages from the past. I live in the present moment. And remember, any negative thought that you see in the mirror, like, for example, I'm ugly, then you affirm, I am really beautiful. I really love myself exactly as I am. I am overweight. I am the perfect size. I am perfect exactly as I am. I'm not good enough, or I can never have this. I am always enough. I am enough exactly as I am. I can achieve anything that I dream and yearn of. Anything is possible for me. Do not limit yourself. That's your superpower. Limiting beliefs are just beliefs acquired. And that's why they're called limiting beliefs, because they limit our potential. So sit with your mirror or stand in front of your mirror, look into your eyes. And today's affirmation is, whatever I say to myself, I will say it with love. Whatever I say to myself, I will say it with love. I guess Let's not use negative self-talk though. Say it with love. Is there a statement that you have heard as a child that still sticks in your head? Maybe something like you're stupid or you're not good enough or whatever else comes to mind. You're a slob, you're this, you're that. Take time to work with negative statements and turn them into positive affirmations. So I guess this is what she means when she says, yeah, say it with love. I am smart. I am more intelligent than I realize. I am safe. I am a genius of creative ideas. I am a magnificent person. I am lovable. I am worth loving. I love myself. I love you, Anna. And then you can just say your name too. So it can directly just, stick in there. Choose one or two of these positive affirmations and just keep saying them over and over until they feel comfortable. Each time you pass a mirror and see a reflection of yourself, repeat the affirmations again. Did you repeat a negative story today? Write down how many times you repeated it and how many people have you told. Now write down something positive you can tell people tomorrow that will help them feel better about themselves and everyone around them. Write down the word should. Next to it, make a list of words to use instead. A word that they taught us in counseling school is could. And she also says the same thing. You might start with the word could because that gives you a choice. I could go to the gym more often. I could read more. It's way different than saying I should. I should be reading. I should be going to the gym, because then you're thinking that you're not good enough right now, or like you should be doing something else and it's not enough what you're doing right now, which is not true. Post several of the new positive affirmations you learned today on your mirror so you can practice them wherever you go. And now settle in for your meditation. Gently close your eyes. Imagine yourself becoming one with the earth below us. Grounding ourselves. You can put a hand on your heart, a hand on your tummy, and listen to my words. You always have a choice. Most of us have foolish ideas about who we are and many rigid rules about how life should be lived. Let's remove the word should. Should is a word that makes prisoners of us. Every time we use the word should, we are making ourselves wrong or someone else wrong. We are in fact saying, not good enough unless we do this, unless we do that. What can be dropped from your should list? Replace the word should with the word I could. Could lets you know that you have a choice, and choice is freedom. We always have a choice. So see yourself surrounded by love, always able to make your choices. There are no excuses. We hear excuses day in and day out from people saying why they cannot do something. It is not true. That is also a choice. See yourself happy and healthy and whole. Always able to make your choices. See your life as you would like it to be. Putting in all the details. And know that you deserve it. Take the love from your heart and let it begin to flow. Filling your body with healing energies. Let your love flow around the room and around your home until you're in an enormous circle of love. Feel the love circulating so that it goes out from you and returns back to you. Love is the most powerful healing force there is. Let it wash through your body. You are love, and so it is. You can come back to the room, hands in prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for all this beautiful knowledge that you have brought to us so we can truly shift and change our life and truly, truly, truly experience the magic of life and truly feel inner love and have it be matched by outer world. With all my love and gratitude, I will see you tomorrow for day 4.